Yo, what's up, guys? This is Midnight Wabbit, and welcome back to some more Borderlands 3. And today, what I have for you guys is another legendary weapons guide from the new Fuster Cluck DLC. And this weapon is called the P.A.T Mark III. This weapon's really cool, so I'll show you this what it does in a second. It can come in any element. I have a corrosive one and a shock one right here. I wish I had a fire one. That would be awesome for some of the bosses. But this thing is really good. Okay, so real quick. I forgot once again to show the drop because I was getting carried away showing the weapon. I was really excited about the weapon and I kind of forgot to show the drop. So it does come from the new Krieg Fuster Cluck DLC. Head over to Castle Crimson, the walls. It's the halfway point of the map right here, and you're gonna backtrack. So that's the beginning. You have to go all the way through the map to get here. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna spawn in the halfway point, turn around, and go back. And you're gonna go all the way around through here, right to there. And there's actually a save point right here. So you only have to go right there every time. But I'll show you guys how to get there real quick. And this is actually a SpongeBob Easter egg. So that's kind of cool. Surprised it's the first time we've had a SpongeBob Easter egg. But and this guy is, even though I think he's like he is a mini boss, but he is no joke. He has got probably more health than most bosses in the game. He is, in terms of health, he's actually insane. And he's a Goliath, so if you don't kill him fast enough, which I tend not to, it depends. Or if you accidentally knock his helmet off by critting him, he'll enrage and he'll get full health back. So that's always fun. His name is SpongeBoss Bullet Pants. You can see there's a little SpongeBob house guy here. Pretty funny. And he shoots out these blobs of radiation, which are really painful. So just be aware that they have limited range. So like I said, if you stick back like where I am, they can't hit you. They do have a limited range, but he has got a crap ton of health. Ow. See, we're hitting him for like millions and millions of damage, and he's just tanking it. There we go. Do we get it? Plus ultra. Alright, I'll show you guys the drop that I got real quick, and then we'll get back to the video. So what it does is it's a Tediore weapon, obviously. So when you throw the weapon, based on the amount of ammo in the magazine, it will do damage to the enemy. It'll explode and do damage. And do splash damage. And the cool thing about this weapon is, as you can see, thrown weapons will always spawn with a full magazine. Which means that if I have 32 in the mag, it'll do the same damage as if I had 1 in the mag. It'll always do max damage, which is really cool. So, I'll show you what I mean. So this thing is probably the best for like Tediore throw builds, like on Moe's or whatever. This is probably the... That went well. It's probably the best for Tediore throw builds, just in terms of just pretty much any out of any weapon in the game, I would say.
Here they come.
And the cool thing about Tediore weapons in Borderlands 3 as opposed to Borderlands 2 is they can actually crit the throw itself. So if you aim for the head or wherever the crit is on an enemy, okay, well, he died in. It can actually crit, as you can see right there. So obviously Moe's makes the best use of this weapon, but this thing, and it always, by the way, it always spawns with a leg attachment, so it'll run around, shoot at enemies, fire lasers occasionally, and then it'll run into them and blow up. But a cool interaction with this thing, with Moe's, obviously it's just really good on Moe's, obviously, no matter what you're using. But if you're using a Minesweeper class mod, for those of you who don't know what the Minesweeper class mod does, every time you hit a crit, it'll spawn a micro... Or, not every time, sorry. It has a 25% chance to spawn a micro grenade. And what that micro grenade does is... Anyway, it'll spawn a micro grenade, and that micro grenade's damage will scale based on the damage of the crit that you just hit. I believe it scales to the... I believe it changes elements, too, but I'm not positive. I think it does scale to the element of the crit as well. So this thing, if you hit a crit with it, like I said, Tediore throws in this game can hit a crit. You can actually, if you're using the Minesweeper class mod, you can actually spawn a micro grenade. And because of the massive damage of the throw, because this weapon will always have a full magazine doing max damage, the Minesweeper grenade will do insanely scaled damage and pretty much like damn near one-shot anything. So it's pretty. It's pretty cool. Even Hollow Point will scale to for the damage of the crit that you hit on the enemy. So if you hit a Hollow Point kill, it's that badass rank skill where it creates an explosion if you kill an enemy with a critical hit. That also scales with damage. So you can do some pretty good mobbing with that, and just it'll scale to the damage of the crit that you just hit on the enemy. And like I said, it can come in all the elements or non-elemental, but you definitely think you'd want an element on this. Just depending on what you're using it for. Now, the weapon, as you can probably tell by now, does talk to you, and that can get annoying. It's kind of funny at first. Some of the lines are kind of funny, but it does get old really quick. So, just keep that in mind. But it is fun. It is funny at first, but after a while, it gets a little old. The damage of the weapon itself is not all that bad, honestly. So if you wanted to use it as a gun, you could do that. And then just throw it whenever it's empty, because it will always spawn with a full magazine. So, I mean, the only issue is that you kind of want to aim with it if you're going to use it as a weapon, because as you can see, the fire rate and the accuracy, as well as projectile speed, are very bad. So, you kind of want to make sure you aim with it. Ooh, very weak. Come on, grenade. Need that health back. Alright, so we'll take on front real quick. I'm gonna see if I can get the Minesweeper to proc and, like, do a crap ton of damage. Problem is, his crit is on his back. No Minesweeper. I overshot it. There we go. And he's dead. Once you get those Minesweepers to proc, it's absolutely insane. Like I said, it's only like a 25% chance, but if you can get that RNG on your side and get it to proc, it does insane damage. And that was with the shock one against Flesh, so if you had a fire one, it probably would have been even better. But yeah, I definitely recommend picking one of these up if you guys have the chance. The thing is really good. Anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe if you have not already for more Borderlands content. And I'm out. Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Kill him. There we go. Alright, now I'm out. Peace.